Dr. Stephen Strange is a former and rightful Sorcerer Supreme, is a character that people don't truly understand the power of. He is one of the most powerful characters in the MCU currently, and is of course definitely one of the most powerful Avengers we have ever seen. That's why I'm making this video. It is to explain to y'all the true power of Doctor Strange. Like, share, subscribe, comment down below any thoughts you have about this video. Now, of course, I'm going to be using the current version of Doctor Strange, given that it is most likely the most powerful. So let's go through a couple categories which shall probably determine how powerful this character is. We shall be beginning with the category of strength. How physically strong is this character? Well, I'll be honest, Doctor Strange, as I said in an earlier video, which was Doctor Strange versus Dr. Fate, is more or less a human who has simply tapped into a superior world. He is above the physical strength levels of an ordinary human being, but definitely below the physical strength levels of a super soldier like Captain America or Bucky Barnes. So he is strong, but not that strong. Okay, now let's move on to speed. How fast is Doctor Strange? Well, I'll be honest, speed is something he is actually quite good at, given that he is able to keep up with the speed of characters like Captain America, Iron Man, Thor, and the Mad Titan Thanos himself. Thor by himself is a phenomenally and incredibly fast character who is able to keep on par with the speed levels of Hela, the goddess of death. Hela was capable of reacting to the speed of Thor from close proximity when he was more volatile and so more dangerous and even faster. She, from only a few feet away, can react to Thor's lightning, block it, and sometimes even dodge it, which proves how fast she is. Thanos is sometimes even faster than the speed levels of Thor, and more or less these characters are all faster than the speed of lightning in terms of reactive speed, of course, and Doctor Strange is capable of keeping on par with all of their speed levels, so making him incredibly fast. And now let us move on to durability. How durable is Doctor Strange? Again, he's a human who has tapped into a superior world, so unfortunately, unlike speed, he's not granted the durability that he really should have for a character of his caliber. He is kinda durable. He can take a few blows from a few characters, but primarily he can only really do that when he uses his shield. Other than that, when you hit his natural physical form, his natural physical body, he most likely will get knocked out, and we've seen him get knocked out from things that really should not be knocking out a person as powerful as he is, but nonetheless, he has been knocked out, so he's not that durable. But then there is hand-to-hand combat. How good is he at hand-to-hand combat? He's not the best in Marvel, he's not one of the best in Marvel, but nonetheless he is still skilled in martial arts, given that Mordo trained him to be a martial artist, and Mordo himself was quite skilled in combat. So he is skilled in combat, he knows martial arts better than many other people in Marvel actually. Now let us move on to power. How powerful is Doctor Strange? Now see, this is the thing that truly makes him one of the most powerful characters in the entirety of the MCU, and of course one of the most powerful Avengers we have currently. His power is unimaginable. I mean, in his first movie alone, he was so skilled. He was able to master spells which are on par with the spells used by the Sorcerer Supreme herself. That alone makes him quite powerful and quite skilled. He was able to use spells which were able to take down Caecilius and Caecilius' zealots, all characters who are way more skilled than he was, given that they had been training for much longer than he was. His different spells allowed him that level of combat skills and power, and then in Infinity War, bloody hell does he gain a new level of power with him being able to keep up with a four-stoned Thanos. Thanos possessing the Reality Stone, the Soul Stone, the Power Stone, and the Space Stone. Some characters like Bloody Hulk and the Bloody God of Thunder, Thor himself, were struggling to defeat a base Thanos. And he is capable to fight on par with a four-stoned Thanos. And this is him at his base form, not even using his own Infinity Stone, the Time Stone. This is just him on his own using his spells, the spells that he has learned. And that alone makes him so powerful. And of course he gets even more powerful as time goes on. I mean, in Infinity War alone, he sees thousands of different futures, which means he most likely saw different spells from those different futures, which we later on see, or we will still later on see in the MCU. I mean, in Endgame, he portrayed a few more spells, and the fact that he was able to calm the winds in Infinity War and then change the direction or the water current in Endgame proves how powerful he is, and it's also a great feat of power for Doctor Strange. And then in Multiverse of Madness, he is able to summon monsters and creatures from other universes and stuff like that, which is a huge call out to the What If Doctor Strange, but it definitely makes him more dangerous and more powerful. His powers in general are so immense and so dangerous to many different characters. His versatility is immense because of his different spells. He can clone himself, he can create whips which can even hold down the Mad Titan Thanos himself. Lightning can destroy boulders, create shields which can take blows from the Mad Titan. And he has a whole bunch of different spells, and one of the most OP spells that he has is of course the use of the Mirror Dimension, which if you don't have the hacks of other sorcerers and don't have the power of the Power Stone, then you are definitely screwed if you're facing off Doctor Strange and he uses the Mirror Dimension against you, given that there is no real way of escaping that besides for tricking Doctor Strange. If you are trapped in a Mirror Dimension, you are doomed, guys. You are practically doomed. I mean, yeah, sure, Spider-Man beat him, but let's not talk about that. I don't know why I brought it up. Point is, in the Mirror Dimension is an OP ability which allows Doctor Strange even more power and advantages in battle. Doctor Strange's power makes him greater than so many characters in the entirety of the MCU. In my honest opinion, right, Infinity War Doctor Strange was more powerful than the Hulk, Iron Man, Captain America, Black Panther, Ant-Man, Vision, and so many different characters. And the current version of Doctor Strange is more powerful than the Mad Titan Thanos in his base form. That's certain, given that in Infinity War he could have defeated Thanos in his base form. So definitely now he's still more powerful than Thanos in his base form. He's more powerful than Endgame Iron Man. He's more powerful than Captain Thor, which is the power of Captain America plus the power of Thor. He's definitely more powerful than that. He's more powerful than the Hulk and Ant-Man, both people which are capable of destroying Leviathans by themselves with singular blows. And he's more powerful than both of them and so many other characters. He can hold his own against the Scarlet Witch. I mean, this character is phenomenally and incredibly powerful and should never be underestimated. Doctor Strange is a freaking OP character. Anyway, that is my video on the power of Doctor Strange. If you have any comments and thoughts about this, please leave them down below. But for now, this is MC Info, and I'm out.